everyone. My parents, according to some recent studies, got less time out in the sun or outside than their parents, about 25% less. The same studies say that my kids will get 75% less time than I got. And it's a tremendous drop off in terms of time outside. If our great-grandparents were the benchmark for how much time we want to spend outside, then that means that our children are going to get less than 1/4 to 1/8 of that time. Now, you have to understand that the production of vitamin D as a function of sunlight, that only happens if you have actual sunlight. So if you're outside so infrequently that you use a whole bunch of sunblock or sunscreen, which you have to use so you don't destroy your skin, but if you're outside that infrequently, then you're not going to get the vitamin D production. What I want you to do is go outside. And I think that as we get more and more into an understanding of how vitamin D mediates the immune response, and it helps the immune cells of the body not go into this cytokine storm that we're seeing with COVID, you know, those studies are all brand new. That information is all out there. What we want to discuss is the way that exercise, or outside time and outside exercise converts vitamin D, and the way that that affects young people and adults. That's the kind of stuff that brings up the health bar for everybody. So this week on the podcast, if you haven't listened to it, Dr. Matt, Dr. Brad, and I think of about 100 different things for you to do outside. One quick thing that you can do if you just can't think of any ideas is to go find one of these. I found one out in the parking lot. It's a stick. And if you don't have any sticks, you really should have a stick. You just don't know what they're going to be used for. This thing can be a really bad boomerang. You can make a slingshot out of it. It's firewood. You can use it for poking. There's really no end. Self-defense, maybe. I don't know. Go find one of these, give it to your kids, and see what they do with it. If it ends up being something bad, then don't blame me. But really, there's a lot of stuff that we can learn by having one of these things laying around. So check out the podcast this week. And then, of course, Dr. Maurer, I'm sure we'll be talking about it a lot tomorrow. So I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.